Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Wise Tips. It's 2022. Hey, Eduardo, how's it going?
Here we go, breeding season. We are ready for you.
Yes, breeding season for all of us over here in the Northern Hemisphere, definitely getting underway and getting underway quickly. So we thought we'd take this opportunity to come back with our Wise Tips, but we thought we'd just take this opportunity here for us as we're here today, just to kind of go off with our announcements for some of our current users and what to expect here coming in the next couple weeks.
Yes, I love the wise tips. It's always a good place for us to keep you guys posted on what's going on, what's coming next, all the cool features that we have prepared for you, and actually firing some of the what to expect. So when you prepare the expectations, it's so much easier.
Yes, most definitely. Well, let's go ahead and let's start off with the big one in the room, right? We've got breeding season. So why
Yes.
don't we update our users with some of the things we're going to be doing for our current users here now that breeding season is underway?
Well, I think that breeding season we could get mostly of the wish list items done, and I think the contracts right is one of the big stars.
Yeah.
So the
Yep.
contracts modules totally revamped. I would like my tip, my wise tip. The first one for the contracts is touch it. Play with it because we are doing the final touches. Thank you so much to the ones our users out there who have put it to the test. We have little tune-ups that are coming. We're going to have another version coming out this week with tons of new adjustments, and we're going to keep going with adjustments throughout the season. It's a huge revamp on the module.
Yes.
It's beautiful. I really look forward to the potential because this new foundation of the contracts prepared for a whole new level, a new horizon of opportunities and things that we can do contracts in a very, very thorough way.
Yeah, most definitely. So you guys will be hearing that in our next Wise Tips here in the coming weeks. Again, we're starting this back up. So every day, every weekday on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Central, we'll be back here. And we'll definitely be highlighting the contracts module quite a bit, I imagine, and some of those new features.
Yes.
And also the mobile app with our patient dashboard, too. That's another thing we're going to be talking a lot about with this new feature, with this new mobile app we released this week. And we'll have another update later. Patient dashboard. So all mobile vets and those who use our calendars for appointments, that's going to be a really big asset for you. So something we're also looking forward to highlight.
In Wise Option, we are trying to put for you guys together a collection of tools. It's a toolbox of ways where you can enter and get data so you can give quick answers to your customers. So therefore, we have a collection of different tools. We have the desktop application, we have the mobile app application that's on your phone, so you don't have to do remote desktop or anything like that. And you also have the browser, the web application. My wise tip regarding those three options you have in your platform, different platforms that access the same data source in the cloud. So, regardless which one you are operating, you're going to be updating the centralized database in the brain for Wise Option. Important to mention, Wise Option respects your privacy. Therefore, you are not in those one huge database where your records are contained with all the other clients. That's one of huge differentiation we have in our system. Each client has its own database, so we can pertain the settings and the customization according to your need, and your records stay contained. You are not agglomerated in a bunch of records. But the wise tip is, since you are on the cloud with your own database, try the different platforms. Have a taste on each one of them separately. Play a little bit with the desktop. I would say that, of course, is the one that people stays most of the time is on the desktop, but that consumes the terminal seats, which is very expensive for the cloud situation. Whereas the web application and the mobile applications, it's way more cost efficient. You can have way more mobility, and our intention is to give you guys options. And sometimes you're going to be surprised that if you try something on the remote desktop and then you try on something on the mobile app, you're going to achieve exactly the same results with way fewer steps and clicks for your operation. So my wise tip is, try to operate with each one of the different platforms. you're going to be surprised how, unveils opportunities and efficiency on your way.
Very well said. Well, I think the last thing I had here on my list was, of course, for all of our current users and those that are experiencing the highs and getting started of breeding season right now, is our extended support hours.
All right. Well, computer guys moved by breeding season calendar. So here we are again. We're going to start early, 6 a.m. Monday through Friday. Um, and, support sessions start at 9 a.m. for regular training and assistance. But we're going to reserve from 6 to 9 a.m., monitoring all the servers, all the clouds.
Yeah.
Mostly myself, Rachel, and Shahid. We are the front for the battle here, assisting you guys. So we're going to keep monitoring all the charts and phone calls, and everything is going smooth. But we want to give you that extra confidence that we are right there, shoulder to shoulder with you during breeding season. So February through May, we're going to be with this extended hours. Over the weekends, emergency only, but same hours. We're going to be monitoring. If you have emergencies, don't hesitate to contact us on weekends, because we'll be here for you as well. But Rachel, I think you like always to make a little differentiation about what is an emergency and what's not, right?
Yes, we do need to make sure, of course, because we do have a dedicated emergency support line with our support ticket system being we have two different differentiations when our users create a support ticket. Of course, we have two options, either a normal, which is just regular support requests, minor adjustments that are needed or requests for sessions. And then, of course, we do have the priority that is emergency. And so in order for us to make sure when we do have an emergency support ticket, it's all hands on deck. It's like you called the SWAT team. I mean, you literally called everybody whenever you mark something as an emergency support ticket. It goes to all of our team members, not just our main ones here. So when you do that, it is something that it notifies everyone. So we want to make sure that that line stays clear, right? So we want to make sure that everyone who is having an emergency can be assisted. So emergencies look like, things that affect all your terminals, or all, like, none of the users can log in on any computer, or anything that's like, hey, we opened up wise option, people can log in, but it's so slow, it's not opening any forms. Those are emergencies where you're like, hey, literally nobody can get in. If it's just one terminal somebody can't log into, or one user that can't log in, those are regular support requests that need to go in through our regular channel. Those are not emergencies. Or if you have any feature questions, those are not emergencies. Please, please, please save those for normal support hours. If you want to send us an email over the weekend, and just so hey, it's off your mind, but you've sent it to us, you just have a question, we'll get back to you on Monday. That is not a problem at all. If you can still contact us and send us an email, but please reserve those phone calls, those emergency support tickets for two emergencies, both during the weekdays and, of course, on the weekends as well. We really appreciate you guys. Like I said, it helps everybody. It makes sure that we can assist people as needed. One of the biggest things I will say about emergencies, typically what we find, the number one emergency is some sort of connection issue, right? People can't connect to wise option. And sometimes, very well, there may be something going on. However, most of the time, if not, I have found
Yeah.
also sometimes it's an internet connection problem. So maybe your internet is down. So always, if you can't connect to Wise Option, please first thing please check and make sure your internet is on and it's connected.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes, maybe some storm rolling through, your provider has an outage. If that's the case, please contact your service provider immediately. And then, of course, if you're back up and you still have problems, give us a holler. But please, please, please check your internet
Yeah,
first. That's
and
the number
it's
one
it's
thing.
funny. We had recently a case this week. It's exactly that. Oh, nobody can log into Wise Option. No wonder you don't have an internet connection. So it's not Wise
Oh,
Option.
please help us with that. That would be really great. Just like I said, just to make sure. But like I said, please, don't hesitate to call us.
Yes.
We know it's
Um,
breeding season and we understand.
One thing that I'd like is still on Wise Tip to let you guys know coming this week. Some of our users have reported that on the mobile app, they are not constantly, but more often than used to be, having authentication problems with the mobile app. And recently, Apple, especially iOS, has
Yes.
done a recent update where they are trying to keep the iPhone as clean as possible. So they're dumping the cache way more often than used to be, and we are losing some of the settings and some of the tokens. Just swipe, open the application again and off you go. But it's something that we know how to fix now. And by the end of this week, we're going to adjust the application so it doesn't happen as often for you. But unfortunately, Apple has the power. They did it without announcing to us, and we have to handle with the problem. But,
Yeah.
fortunately, it was not a big one. It was just a minor adjustment that we have to make by the end of this week. We should have a version that addresses that for you.
Yes, most
Stay
definitely.
tuned. Contracts is going to be a big thing. I'm so excited about that one. I'm so excited about that one.
Yes.
And especially the mobile app. We're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna bring to you guys tons of new features and stuff on the mobile app and the web application. That's not even funny. Our guys are coding smoking hot. It's producing code a lot. They should
Yes.
not watch this video because I'm always poking their ribs. But I'm very proud of them. Very proud of our users. Rachel, proud of you as always, helping our guys, our clients. And if you're not with Wise Option yet, still time. Let's get started.
Definitely. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Like I said, we will be here every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Central. So stick around, stay tuned, go watch our old ones on the YouTube channel, and we'll see you next week.
I will see you next week. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Bye.